A tale as old as time, but in the form of the question, should I bother putting money into my house before I sell it or save the money in the hassle? I'm Meegan Dennie, a realtor in the competitive market of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I'm going to make this as painless as possible with a quick breakdown on what to consider, and I'm going to have a real client story to share with you that you can learn from. First of all, I want to make a disclaimer that I am not a real estate website that pretends to know the value of your home based on an algorithm. You know who I'm talking about. I will not be able to predict anything about your home, especially when it comes to remodeling and renovations, until I've actually seen it and understand the market and the area that you're in. Crazy, right? All right, number one, what is the reason you're selling the property? Like, what was it? Is it an estate sale? Is it an investment property? Or is it your actual home? And the reason why I ask this is, if it's your principal residence, then the motivation and the quality of the home may be very different compared to an income property or an estate sale. Also, something to consider is the lovely capital gains tax and what you'll net after remodeling. Number two, what kind of property is it? Are we talking a one-bedroom condo that will resell for under $600,000, or is it a semi or a detached home? The reason why this needs to be considered is because if the resale is under $600,000 for a one-bedroom condo in that area, then is it really worth you spending $35,000 or more to renovate it? I'm not saying that you shouldn't renovate condos, especially if you're the one living in it who gets to enjoy the renovation. Go for it, and it's not going to hurt on the resale either. But if it's a semi or a detached, that's a whole other story. Where is it located? Big one, guys. Story time. I had a client selling their beautifully renovated detached house in Vaughan. They remodeled the home and it was done to the nines, like no expense spared. It looked absolutely fabulous. Luxury finishes, everything. But the problem was the house also had townhouses and semis, and the curb appeal of the street just wasn't great. So they weren't really able to maximize on like the spend on luxury finishes versus what they got for the home. However, it still sold for a record-breaking price in that area. But I'm using that as like a way for you to understand that the area or the street that you're on could cap what your resale looks like. If you're in a desirable area like Trinity Bellwoods, Palmerston, Little Italy, High Park area, Leslieville, just to name a few, then you're going to get a good return on your investment likely. These areas are just highly sought after areas in Toronto core, and they're just a few that I named. So what's going on in the market? Last but not least, is it a seller's market, a buyer's market, transitioning market? Before you go spending a ton on renos and remodeling, have your agent, me, go sit down with you, have a discussion on do's and don'ts. Maybe all you need are some, updated light fixtures, a coat of paint, and some great staging and design ideas. All right, so should you buy or sell first? That's another video that's in this series. And if you haven't checked it out, then please go for it. It's got some good information in there. I'm Meegan Dennie. Call me for your Toronto and GTA real estate needs. Thanks.